Hi everyone. Today, under the Fundamental of Accounting theme, we will try to understand who are the users of accounting and their needs. And it is very important to understand this concept so that any accountant can generate accurate, complete, and relevant records for the users. So, accounting information is not only used by internal users but also by the external users. So, now we will understand in details what do we mean by internal users of accounting and their needs, and what is the meaning of external users of accounting and their needs. So, who are internal users? Internal users are the users who are directly connected with the business enterprise, who have direct interest in the business enterprise, and they are internal to the business. For example, owners of the business or management of the business who are managing the business. Now, and what is the external users? External users are the ones who are not connected with the company but they have an interest in the organization for investment purposes or for any business activity purposes. They could be investors, um, uh, they could be any creditors, debtors of the organization. So they are the now in internal users we have the owners. Who are the owners? Owners are the ones who have invested their money into the business or provided the capital to the business. So they have a direct interest in the business enterprise and they want to understand the profitability generated by the business or the financial health of the business. So how would they understand that? They will have access to financial statements, published financial statements, which are balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow statement, etc. And they can utilize those information for the purpose of understanding the financial health of the organization. Next comes the management. Management is the one who is actively involved in the operations of the organization. They are the ones responsible for smooth and efficient running of the business enterprise. So, they want the information to understand the financial health of the organization. So, for that, they use published results of the organization like balance sheet, P&L, etc., and the cash flow statement. But management not only utilizes these published reports, they also utilize unpublished reports, which are the internal reports generated by accounting, because they have to plan and control the business enterprise, the functions of the business enterprise, and take the decisions. They utilize various internal reports such as sales reports. What is the sales? What is the reason for increase in the sale or decreases in the sale in case? They also utilize various profitability reports or new customers reports, vendor reports, or cost reports, to understand the business and their drivers so that they can take informed decision where they want to invest or from where they want to pull back. So this is the management, and these confidential reports are not the ones which are published reports. So these reports are only generated internally and are utilized by the management of the organization. Now these were the internal users of the organizations who are utilizing accounting information to take the decisions. Now comes to external users of the organization. And why do they need information? So external users are not directly connected with the business enterprise or their operations. Who are they? They are the investors or creditors or the debtors of the organization, or it can be employees. They are the ones who would like to understand the financial health of the organization. So they use published reports of the organization to understand what is happening in the organization, what is the financial status of the organization, financial health of the organization. So for example, why do investor wants to look at the financial health? Because he wants to invest in the business. If he sees that business financial health is very sound, it is in good health, they will invest more in the business. Likewise, creditors look at the financial results of the organizations to see if they will be able to get their money. What is the credit worthiness of the business enterprise? Will they be able to pay off their liabilities? And not only short-term creditors, long-term creditors also look at it. For example, loan. So the banks who has given loan to the organization, they are interested in the accounting information, financial results of the organization to understand if the company would be able to repay their loans or not. So they analyze published results of the organization to understand if they will be able to get their money and where the company stands, what is the credit worthiness of the company. Likewise, employees. So employees are the ones who are working for the company. Now, why do they have interest in the financials of the organization? Because many things are dependent on them. So they want to understand if the company would be able to pay their salaries to them on a timely basis.